See, now in the first scene, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. So,
Yes, ma'am.
so in the first scene, Lear is the one to align legitimate succession with being a faithful and loving child. What does this mean? That when King Lear is asking, who loves me most, he is asking all the three legitimate children. The three legitimate children, they have come together, they have aligned, right? And now he wants out of these legitimate children the most, figure out who are the ones who are most faithful and most loving, right? Actually, he is not searching for the faithful and the loving child. Had he been searching for the faithful and loving child, he would have narrowed down his search to Cordelia, because Cordelia does not flatter and Goneril and Regan flatter. That means that King Lear actually is searching for the one who flatters. Okay. So Cordelia's response to Lear's demand for flattery centers on her assertion that she is his legitimate heir because of her actions, not because of her language. Now here legitimacy through language is related with love. See, what is the theme here that we are discussing? Language, action, and legitimacy. Cordelia's action, just focus on these words: language, action, and legitimacy. Cordelia is proving her legitimacy through action, because language that Goneril and Regan are using is the language of flattery. It's not the language of love. Love is seen most in action. Just let me give you an example for this. Suppose I come in lobby and my students are sitting there, just for example, right? And I find that one of my student is over mobile phone. She is talking to her friends or whoever. Okay, and so she just comes to me and says, "Good morning, ma'am," and she doesn't pull her mobile out of her ear and earphones out of the ear, and she's just on while talking, just reluctantly she just says, "Good morning, ma'am," and then she goes. And there's one who leaves her mobile phone and disconnects her, and she says that my ma'am has come, I'll wish her my ma'am. Now, as a teacher, I would like my students to give me full attention. And now this is not flattery. Just remember this. Because our relationship is something where I may be talking about, I will be giving you some information about my class, or maybe on some topic, or some study material that I would be telling, and the one through her action, that you are secondary and I'm talking with my friend, and that is the primary thing, primary duty that I should do. What's the difference? So this is what Goneril and Regan are doing. And Cordelia is the one who, through her action, is showing that her attention is to her father. But don't expect words from me, because words may just follow. So she says, "I love you according to my bond," that relation that we have, as a daughter should be to father. So in this assertion is that the good daughter is the one who will love her father deeply and unconditionally. So she need not say it through words. And Lear should understand this. So when she is talking about that, since she need not show her love to her father in words, so this is legitimacy, that she is legitimate child. On the other hand, you see Regan and Goneril. They are the one who are full of words, but they are ungrateful. The father has given them kingdom. Still, now the more that he trusts, the more they betray. right? So they appear to be illegitimate daughters, not in a biological sense, but through their actions. Okay, I think this language, legitimacy, and action is clear.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Let me move to the next point now. Next point is perception. What is perception? How do we perceive things? You know, perception is different from, a perception depends on our mental state. Sometimes when we are in happy mood, we are watching some television serial, we may like that. But when we are not in happy mood, and same serial, same scene we would be watching, and we would say this is such a stupid thing that they are showing, right? So that is what perception is. It depends on the state of mind, the state in which our mind is in. So this theme is more clearly manifested by the blindness. Blindness, we see that Gloucester, with his eyes open, is unable to recognize his son Edgar, who is the legitimate son. And when his eyes have gone, then he understand. Okay, fine. My son is a real son, legitimate son is Edgar. Okay, so that is what perception is. For example, Lear is fooled by Regan and Goneril's flattering lies to him, and he disdains or hates Cordelia, even though it is obvious that Cordelia is the most loving daughter. So at that time, Lear is blind because he just is going according to the societal rules. And so his own clarity of mind, his own vision of the normal phenomena, that the daughter who is showing through her actions that she loves is just missed, right? So this is what
Yes, ma'am.
we understand by perception. Now in the case, see, Oswald, who is the steward or servant of Regan, he sorry, Goneril, not Regan. Yeah, there's a mistake. It should be Goneril's Oswald. So he is he calls Lear my lady's father, because now Lear is not a king, right? His relationship is with Goneril. So that is perception. How the same person who was a day earlier he was king for him now is lady's father. So by the end of the play, however, Lear has grappled with the dangers of trusting too much in this societal and cries upon Cordelia's death. He says, "For as I am a man, I think this lady to be my child Cordelia." Now he, after Cordelia's death, he recognizes, yes, this is my daughter. Gloucester's example, we have done enough of it. So I'm not going to do it in detail. You can just go through these lines, that he is metaphorically, he is blind. In the beginning, he doesn't recognize his own son. And when he is blind, at that time, he understands that who the real son is and who has been betraying. Right? I think we can leave this point for now because you have already understood it.
Yes, ma'am.
That is perception. Got it? Now, let's come to discussion part. You wanted to discuss, Lear, and whatever your thoughts are. I had asked you to write something on in WhatsApp that would have given me some points that which we could clear here, but no one has posted anything on WhatsApp. So now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me, and we can clear that.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Can I speak?
Sure, sure. Tell your name first and then you can come up with your question.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, we are waiting for your doubt.
Ma'am, just a minute.
Oh, sure.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Anyone who wants to ask before her? Who has the doubt ready?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, Shaurya here.
Yes, Shaurya.
Ma'am, in the slide, natural versus culture, there was a line in the slide, thus the play demonstrates a preoccupation with familial connections and the relationship to the natural versus the social. I couldn't get this line.
I'm just opening this presentation. Just wait. Yeah. Nature versus culture. No?
Yes, ma'am.
Here, in this, you're asking something.
Yes.
Is this the slide?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no,
Coming to that. Yeah.
no.
This one.
Before, yes, in
The play, yeah.
the
Thus, the play demonstrates the preoccupation with familial connections. The play deals with preoccupation is means chiefly occupied with. It deals with the familial connections. Who is related to whom, and in what way these relationships are affecting the lives of the persons involved. At one place it is this, and at the other place it is natural versus social. Some relationships are natural, but some relationships are social. For example, relationship between Lear and Gloucester or Kent, these are all social relationships. And then natural relationship is as there is a controversy that who is legitimate, who is illegitimate. Biological children are legitimate ones. Who are conceived under passion, are they legitimate, or the relations which are formed by society, societal relationships like marriage is a societal relationship, right? But at that time marriage was considered to be natural relationship. So play is occupied with these things.
okay. And
uh, 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 Hello. I,
hierarchy.
you are not audible.
Hello.
Yes, please speak because you
Ma'am,
are not
now
audible.
I'm audible.
Yeah,
Now am I audible?
yes, yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, in the slide, nature versus culture hierarchy. So I cannot get that. How can we relate nature and culture with hierarchy?
Hierarchy is fine. Hierarchy is here when King Lear, who is at the top, for example, just we discussed like Oswald, he keeps king at the top as long as he is
Yes,
the king. And then King Lear is down the ladder, he becomes just lady's father. Lady is at the top. That is what hierarchy means.
yes, status.
Hierarchy, one after the other. The one at the
Other.
top is the one who dominates, and the
Hmm.
other at the bottom is the one who is always dominated by.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I also have 2 questions.
Yes, yes, do come on.
Ma'am, in the first scene, first act, fourth scene, I asked you before also, the fool says, it's actually a very small, the fool says, she that's a maid now and laughs at my departure, shall not be a maid long unless things
Just
be
wait,
cut
wait.
short.
Let me increase the volume of my system. I don't know why I am unable to hear today. Just wait. Yeah, this was the problem. Okay, okay. My computer was in. Yeah, yeah. Now you can say something.
Yes, ma'am. In the Act 1, Scene 4, the last
Yes.
line is, Fool, Lear says, come boy, and then Fool says, she that's a maid now and laughs at my departure, shall not be made long unless things be cut shorter. So I understand what he means, some way I understand, but I don't know why he says this here in this particular scene. Like, what is
Act 1, scene.
scene 4?
Scene.
Should I show it to you?
If you can show it, then it would be better. Because at present, I'm not carrying play with me.
This, I don't think so exactly. I don't know how to turn the camera. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, this hair. She that's a maid now and laughs at my departure shall not be a maid long unless things be cut shorter. The fool says that.
I
Can you
should
see?
stop my presentation, then I can see, I think.
The fool says,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
that's a
yeah.
maid now.
She that's the maid now and laughs at my departure shall not be made long unless things
Thing.
be cut shorter. Yeah, she is maid now and laughs at my departure. Before that, what has happened? Come by real man. Okay, he is talking about Gunneral, right? Because Gunneral is the one who has just come and he's saying that don't, oh, let me not be mad, mad, sweet heaven, keep me in temper. This is what King Lear is saying. I would not be mad. How now are
Yes.
the horses ready? He wants to go to Regan's place now. So Knight says, yes, they are ready. And Lear tells a fool that come boy, hai na? He's asking boy to come along. So she that's made now. He's
Ma'am,
talking
he is
about
saying this to the
Gunneral.
audience.
Yes, he's
Okay, is
talking
he
to
talking?
audience and he's now and laughs at my departure. I have to leave with Lear. That means I am also homeless now. Shall not be made long. She will not remain queen for long unless
Hmm.
things be cut short. Unless these things be cut short means whatever these things are going, something drastic she doesn't do. She
Okay.
doesn't do something drastic, and you see later on everything happens drastically and they are killed, and Gundren is no more, Albany is there, only left Cornwall also dies. These things are
Hmm.
happening, so things are cut short, everything is cut short, and she does not stay made for long. So in this way, fool is prophetic. He has prophesied the things, he has declared, foretold the events that will happen in the play.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay,
if
okay. So
King
he's
Lear,
making a
if King
prophecy,
Lear,
you know.
yeah, it's a kind of a prophecy. If King Lear would have stayed here,
Huh.
then everything, Goneril would have ruled her state, Regan would have ruled her own state, and the
Huh.
things would have been at peace. But it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
King's departure from here that he lands into storm. And that storm is not just the physical storm, it is also a mental storm that takes place in the mind of King Lear or Gloucester, and the actions that are taking place. If at that time King Lear had not left Goneril's place, end of the play would not have been the same.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Got
It's a kind of prophecy that he's making. Right? Okay. Anything else?
Ma'am, I have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
doubt.
You also. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, who's going to? Are you asking first or should I ask first?
No, you can ask first.
Okay. Ma'am, I wanted to ask, you said that we should count how many times nothing is coming in the play and what is the significance of it. So I
Yes.
didn't count how many times it is coming.
No,
I didn't
actually, it was very easy to find out. You just open that text, any text, right, in computer, and you just see Control F. If you would have
Yes.
done that, and then yeah, would have written nothing, you would have got number of times nothing is there in the. And nothing is the most important thing, because nothing is something which just hold on. Yeah, nothing is something, nothing is everything here in the play.
How?
Nothing is everything, because the play begins with nothing,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And ends into nothing.
Okay. Lear says nothing comes out of nothing, and
Yeah,
Cordelia says.
yes. The play begins with nothing and it ends with nothing. In that way, nothing was the most important thing in the play.
But that's very
Ma'am,
deep.
is still how we'll elaborate if the question comes that describe the word nothing in the play.
The theme itself of King Lear is it rests on the word nothing, right? Because Cordelia has nothing to say. She assumes
Yes.
that this daughter need not declare her love for her father in words.
Hmm.
It is action that is sufficient to. So nothing is for words, right? She doesn't have any word. She has no word, nothing to say, because the love is so much. It's to the extent that it will be limited if it's spoken in words. The love for father is endless in her heart, and it would be reduced to nothing if she spoke out. This is
Okay.
ironical,
Hmm.
right? So this is all.
Yes.
Now see, I want to show you this. If you want, you can have a picture of this, and this will tell you all the relationships. And when we talk about, family connections and relationships that I was just telling you, the theme. See, so family relationship and societal relationships, and the entire plot of King Lear can be compressed in this. The arrows, all this, what do they say? The red arrow is for someone who is killed directly. Cordelia is killed by Captain. Fool is killed by Captain. Right? Dotted blue lines is for banished. Kent is banished. Right? Dotted line, in case of C. Edmund gets Cordelia killed. Dotted line with arrow is Edmund gets Cordelia killed. And by whom? Edmund hires Captain to kill Cordelia. Right? Goneril commits suicide. So
Ma'am,
this
please ask everyone to mute their mic.
please mute your mics now. Just for 5 minutes, you can mute your mic and see. Goneril kills herself, suicide. Regan kills Gloucester, right? And Goneril gets Regan killed. So this will help you in understanding a lot on how the relationships are at play in the drama.
Ma'am, someone's mic is still unmute.
Yeah, I will mute it. I think it is Kavya Saxena. Yeah, yeah. Now it's okay, I think.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I have another question. Ma'am, when Oswald and Kent arrive at Gloucester's palace for delivering the message, I don't know, in Act 2 or Act 3 maybe, why is Kent very acting and very angry and cursing at Oswald so much? Is it because he preview?
Kent and Gloucester, they both work for King Lear. Kent works in disguise, and Gloucester works without any mask. So that this Oswald has insulted King Lear.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Previously.
yeah.
So because of that, he's very angry and he's
Yes,
cursing.
because these people, they are very loyal to King Lear. They want King Lear back to the throne,
Yes.
or Cordelia to the throne.
Okay.
Kent had advocated Cordelia also, right in the beginning, after which he was banished.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Right? So I think this relationships map is going to help you a lot. Right? Now, it sums up everything. The play, this is a tragedy in 5 acts. The entire plot is given in this map. Act 1, fall of the kingdom of King Lear. He gives us his title prematurely to the 2 daughters, Goneril and Regan. Act 2 is fall of the families. Families means Lear's family as well as Gloucester's family. Family ties break apart. Daughters, they push him out of his home. Lear becomes homeless, and Gloucester also becomes homeless. Then Act 3, fall on personal level. That means going into insanity and becoming blind. First is family ties are broken apart in Act 2. So Act 1, kingdom is falling down. Act 2, families are falling down. Act 3, individuals are broken up. Then Act 4 is reconciliation and hopes that right will win and evil will be punished. Good will win and evil will be punished. That means justice will take place. These hopes arise. And people are meeting again. Gloucester meets, Edgar meets Gloucester, Gloucester meets King Lear, Kent comes back. So reconciliation. Daughter is coming with French army. So reconciliation. Act 5, final restoration. People have died in this battle. All the major characters, they have died. But whoever are left, from them, one of the person is restored to the throne, and then there is a hope, there is a hint that there will be peace and order because Kent is there, right? So there's a hope that things will now be balanced. Balance will be restored. So this is important again. In Act 1, what is happening? Lear divides the country and disowns Cordelia. Cordelia bids farewell to the sisters. Scene 2, Edmund is talking alone, his soliloquy. Then he gives this conspiracy theory that tells Gloucester that Edgar is going to kill him. Gloucester wants Edgar to be imprisoned. Edgar has to run away. So all this conspiracy. Scene 3 again is of Goneril and Oswald. How do they insult and King Lear, anger King Lear, hurt King Lear? That is what scene 3 is
Ma'am,
about. Yes.
ma'am, can you please tell the meaning of soliloquy again?
Soliloquy, when a person speaks to himself on the stage, and through this audience come to know what is going on in the mind of the person,
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
right?
Yes.
So now Lear sends King Kent is wants to serve Lear as Cass. Now he is in disguise. These scenes are there, right? So this was what I wanted to tell you today.
Ma'am,
Yes.
how do we know that Kent has changed his name to Cass? Because in my play, there's no description of it. There's no dialogue which tells that my name is, Caius. He just says that he tells about himself, but he doesn't say his name. At least not in the copy that I have.
Maybe then it version that you are having may not be having that name.
Okay.
But that is not important to understanding of play. You can ignore that fact.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, um, ma'am,
Ma'am,
when we'll clear the doubts of Unit 1, like
Like
when are
what?
we going to clear? When are we going to clear doubts of Unit 1?
Actually, we still have got lot of time, so there is no hurry because it's an yearly system. So
Okay, ma'am.
my target is that in order to give full time to you, 1 month, 1 unit. There
Okay,
are 5 units,
ma'am.
and in 5 months I can complete it. We have got ample time.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
anywhere in between you can ask your doubts. We cannot fix the date, but yes, for doubts in unit 1, we can keep a day aside.
Okay, ma'am.
Like today we have done for King Lear. In the
Yes, ma'am.
similar way, in our next class or maybe after that, anywhere we can keep that time.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, King Lear is very interesting chapter.
Who says? Tell me your name.
Kavya Saxena.
Kavya, okay. I think King Lear was interesting for all of you because you had so many doubts. From that, a teacher can understand that yes, this play was interesting to you. Right?
Ma'am, when will the exams happen? Final exams in which month? I was just curious.
That has not been declared yet, but usually it is you may say in April or May it may go. I
And ma'am,
cannot tell you now.
you only will be teaching us fiction. Fiction is also a part of our course, no?
Actually, I have been assigned paper 1.
Okay.
2 teachers for each class. You know about that. In
Yes,
BA,
ma'am.
you have classes, three for one paper 1, 3 classes for paper 2. So I have been assigned paper 1.
So, ma'am,
Okay.
who is gonna teach us paper 2?
That paper is, I think, assigned to HOD.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
There's no
Ma'am,
problem. There's no problem with your syllabus. Your syllabus will be completed in time. You need not worry about that.
ma'am,
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a doubt in Act 1, Scene 1.
Act 1, Scene 1. Yes.
Ma'am, when Gloucester says, Sir, this young fellow mother could wear upon, she grew round, warmed, and had indeed, sir, a son. For her cradle era, she had a husband for her bed. Do you smell a fault? Ma'am, can you explain this para again?
This is nothing but he is insulting a woman by saying that this woman got round womb, round belly. That means she became pregnant because of my passion. That's it. That is what he's saying. These lines will not come for explanation. It is just for, because I don't have text at present. Either you show the picture as Shobna had showed, but what basically he is saying is that he is insulting a woman in every way he can.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I
Ma'am,
also have another doubt.
for a
Can I
cradle,
ask?
Yes.
ma'am, for a
Related to this.
cradle era, ma'am, for a
Ma'am,
cradle
someone
era, she had a husband for her bed. Ma'am, I'm not able to understand this line. Era.
Before husband could put this woman to her bed, she was already pregnant. This is what he is saying.
Okay, ma'am.
That before she was married, before marriage, she was pregnant.
Okay.
So,
Thank
and
you.
then he is just boasting that it is me, who made her, made this woman pregnant.
Okay.
That is his style of boasting of his masculinity.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Next.
Yes, ma'am. I've
Ma'am,
underlined. Someone else is asking. Okay, let them ask, then I'll ask.
Yes.
when there is a CC exam.
Don't ask these questions here. Just ask me about King Lear. This session is for doubts in King Lear. Yeah. Okay, this
Can I
will be
ask?
informed by college. I have got no idea about when your exams in CC are going to be conducted. When I get the notice, I will pass it on. I'll post it in Telegram group or WhatsApp group. Yes. Yes, Shobna.
Yes, ma'am. These underlined lines, can you see them?
Yeah.
Gondrel says no that the man hath had good counsel in Act 1, Scene 4.
100 nights, yes.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am. This man
it
hath
is
had good
it is
counsel.
politic and safe to keep him. Okay,
At a,
Goneril is saying that this man means King Lear. He
Mhm.
had a good counsel. He had a good collection of wise people,
Mhm.
counsel who could advise him.
Mhm.
And now he has kept 100 nights. Then there is exclamatory mark that 100 nights is too much.
Mhm.
It is politic and safe to let him keep. This is politics. Okay, let him keep this at a point of 100, at point 100 nights. Yes, that on every dream, each buzz, each fancy, each complaint, and now these all nights, each one is having a complaint, each one is having dislike, and each one is having his own imagination. Fancy means imagination. Now I can
Mhm.
see the next line. He may enguard his
His
dotage
dotage. Huh.
with their powers, his love with their
Mhm.
powers. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then slightly above you will have to do it. Huh.
Yes,
He may he may enguard his dotage with power and
and
hold our lives in mercy. And because these all knights, they are having their own complaint, they are all making a mess in my place. I don't like these 100 knights to be here. Each buzz, they are making too much of noise. Each knight is making too much of noise. Each has got his own imagination. Each one of them is complaining. Each one has got his own dislikes, and it is very difficult to keep all these 100 knights at one place. These should be reduced. And King Lear is not ready to reduce 100 knights.
okay, okay, okay. And whole our lives in mercy means what? That all of them they are
Where is it? Just
after
show me these lines.
and hold our lives. He may guard his dotage
And
with their
hold,
powers.
and
And
hold our lives. That means our lives, we are imprisoned by these knights. I am just tired of fulfilling all their likes and demands and all, everything. So we are hold up. We are held up.
because of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So now I think we can close. Can
Yes,
we?
ma'am.
You will enjoy the
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
next.
ma'am.
You will definitely enjoy the next play also. I can assure you of that. Doll's House. Again, it's very important and a feminist play. Okay. This we will
Yes.
begin in December after 4 days.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. By the
Okay.
and these 4 days I am giving you so that you can wind up King Lear, prepare your notes,
Mhm.
everything. Okay. And again, we can have doubt clearance in the end of December on King Lear Unit 1 and Unit 3 that we will be completing by the end of December. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me.
Ma'am,
Thank you, ma'am.
last
Thank
question.
Yes.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there any one more question? Yes, we can have a question.
Yes.
Just tell me.
Ma'am, what is the setting of this play? Because feudal acknowledgements are there, like liege, मतलब एक subordinate or a senior वाला citizen है ना, and that was not present in 16th century when James First was in
What is
England.
setting? By setting, you mean what?
Setting of the play, मतलब अगर
Setting,
उसको time
setting.
दो,
By setting, we mean कि it's in England. It's held. Army is coming from France, so different parts of England are shown. That is setting.
no, I mean the time. If we place it in like, if we place it in time in history, it's not based.
No, that age is not given by Shakespeare, but Shakespeare himself was writing in late Renaissance period.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So it's not important कि वो किस time का
No, no,
बता
no, no, no. That's not it because this is not history.
Yes,
King
yes.
Lear existed somewhere in myth long, long back. So that myth he has taken up and he
Hmm.
has fictionalized it and has using his own imagination he has carved out a story.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And ma'am, one more question.
Yes.
If like what sort of questions will we have if from dramas
You will
in
have
general?
some lines to explain.
Hmm.
Okay, first question is going to be that one. Then you can have some short answer questions like significance of fool in the story, significance of storm scene, write short notes on insanity of king or blindness of Gloucester, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Such kind of short answer questions may come, or in long answer you can discuss the plot construction of King Lear
Hmm.
or discuss the King Lear as a tragedy. Okay. These
So
are
ma'am,
the
basically on themes and the whole play and
yes.
characters.
Whatever we have covered so far.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. All the best.
Shivanand.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.